Hello guys. Oh boy, let's move that water out of the way. Let's set up this background here and let's make it a little more presentable. My Starbucks cup's in the way too, sorry. This is my first official live video. I actually did one a couple weeks ago, but I'd never gone live before on YouTube. I'm sorry, I can't get this set up. I'd never gone live before on YouTube and it was very different for me. And I kind of didn't really know what to talk about or what to say, so I thought that I would just make that like a practice round, you know? Sorry, I was not prepared. I should have prepared a little more. But one thing I do need to do is grab my notebook because we're going to be discussing The Bachelorette today. Okay. So I probably won't really get anybody to watch while I'm live. Hey, what's up? Somebody just joined. Thank you for joining. My name is Elizabeth. We're talking about The Bachelorette today. So I'm only going to be live for about 20-ish minutes. I wanted to go over the notes that I made from episode 1 of The Bachelorette last week. And it was really... Okay, so I don't know anything about Claire. Let's start with that. Didn't know anything about her. Haven't watched any of the other Bachelor things, episodes, whatever, that she was on, any other seasons. And I kind of went into it open-minded. Like, I hadn't even really watched any videos on her because I'd watched like a lot of Bachelorette content on YouTube and I hadn't watched any of that, didn't know anything about her. Within the first 5 minutes, I mean, obviously all the controversy of her like dropping out, basically, I kind of was already turned off by that. So after that controversy came out, I kind of was like, I'm not really sure if I like her. I don't like it when people don't finish out their commitments, and even if she was in love with the person that she's supposed to be with, like, I just don't think that's an excuse. Like, first of all, you can't know that quickly, and two, it's just rude. I mean, it's rude to everybody that spent their time on there and gave up so much. Sorry, I'm just trying to make it a little more aesthetic. Gave up so much to, like, you know, hang out and be with her and get to know her, and I don't know, anyway. So the point of this live is to just really discuss all of that, and I don't know, I'm just not crazy about her, wasn't impressed. So it was interesting to me when she first came out of the limo or whatever and was standing there with Chris, and I felt like maybe Chris Harrison isn't all that crazy about her. I mean, obviously they know one another because she's been doing this for a while. She's been on a few different Bachelor franchise shows and a couple different seasons of things. So it's like, at this point in time, I'm like, how can you not have found somebody? I'm not saying that she should find somebody. It has nothing to do with her age. It's just the way she handles it that I'm just like, something about her. I don't know. Sorry. And I feel like Chris Harrison feels the same way, because if you watch his body language and you watch how he like interacts with her, it's really interesting. I just feel like he's kind of stiff and like looks at her like that's the kind of look he gives her almost. Like, it's very, very subtle, but in my mind, like, that's what I see whenever I'm watching him interact. So I'm wondering how many episodes it's going to take before she's like, I'm out. Like, obviously everybody knows that she drops out, so I'm wondering how the producers are going to handle that. Like, did they cut a bunch of footage? Are they going to kind of drag it out? Because with rumors being that Tayshia's the Bachelorette, I'm sure they're going to want to give her more of an opportunity, because Claire pretty much blew up the Bachelorette, as Chris says in the previews, which, in my mind, I wanted to comment on that as well. When Chris Harrison said, congratulations, you just blew up in the Bachelorette, I feel like maybe that could be a fake out, because you don't actually see him say it to Claire, and you don't see when he says it, and you don't see if it was in that particular moment. And the Bachelor producers are really good at faking you out to get you to watch it, and then you're like, wait, once it actually happens, you're like, I didn't think that that's when that would be said. And it's usually a time when it's not as exciting. So just keep your eye out for stuff like that this season. I watch a lot of the Bachelor fan take. Once I'm done with this live, I'm going to link his channel so that you guys can go watch him, because he does all these like different theories, and he like picks apart the previews, and he picks apart how he would find out who the winner is without reading any spoilers, and he's really good at it, and he has a lot of interesting takes on it, and he's just so hilarious. He like makes fun of all the characters, and I love it. So definitely check that out. That's where I get a lot of my ideas from about this show. And yeah, I'm not going to really spoil any of his videos, just definitely go watch them. So I think it's going to be really hard to not read the spoilers this year, but my goal is to not read them so that I can come on here and discuss it with you guys without any preconceived notions, as they say. And yeah, so Ben is, I think he was the first person to get out of the limo, if I remember correctly, because I wrote down notes about each guy. And when he gets out, he goes, and I was like, that's the dude right there. That's me. Like, if I got out of the limo, I would do the same thing, because you're just like, I would imagine that would be a very overwhelming time to get out of a limo and like there's this beautiful woman or beautiful man standing there, and you just take the deepest breath and you're like, okay, I can do this, you know? So I could have used a little bit more excitement from him when he finally did get up to Claire, but I feel like that he probably was a little bit nervous, so, you know, I didn't really judge him based off of that, but I was like, oh, come on, like, you know, give me something to talk about on this live here, on my Rose reviews. So, Riley, he said a catchy phrase about an attorney. Riley is the attorney, and he said, helping the jury find the verdict. I'm helping the jury find the verdict, and you are guilty as charged for looking beautiful. And I was like, wow, okay. Kind of cheesy, but also really hot at the same time, you know? I was like, ooh, Riley, okay, caught my eye there. Jason, when he got out of that limo with that fat belly, he's the one that had the, hello, Nicolette, thank you for joining. We're talking about The Bachelorette. I don't know if you watch it, but obviously that's what we're talking about, you know, based on the title. But so Jason's the guy that got out of the limo, and he had the really fat belly. And I was like, oh my gosh. And he's like, I'm going to hold the weight of this relationship. Thank God for the other previews and that he's kind of cute, because I would have written him off from that. And I would have written him off if I was Claire. She wrote off all the guys anyway, so I don't know. Maybe we are kind of on the same wavelength more than I thought. Okay, Ivan. I don't remember who Ivan is. Let me look him up on my iPad really quick. Ivan is gorgeous. I wrote that down. Oh, he's from, he's the one that's Filipino. Okay, because now I remember based off my notes. Maganda ka means you are very beautiful in Filipino, which I thought was so... Okay, another thing about me, I absolutely love different cultures. Yeah, so... Nicolette, I was just also saying earlier how I watched the Bachelor fan take, and he pretty much sums up all the episodes. So if you look up Bachelor fan take, that's, in my mind, the best way to, like, it also will give you a good laugh, because he does it in a really funny way, and he kind of makes fun of people on there, and then he also, like, gives his theories on what he thinks is going to happen, so it's really interesting. But yeah, I think I'm going to pull up some pictures of these guys from The Bachelor. That way I can kind of remember what they look like. So Ivan, the Bachelorette. Okay. Because he's the guy from the Philippines. And I remember what he looks like now. But Bachelorette. Okay. So next out of the limo that I talked about was Kenny. At first, when he got out of the limo, I was like, he was wearing a t-shirt under his blazer. And I was like, bro, what are you doing? And then he opens his blazer up, and he's got on this t-shirt with dogs, with Claire's dogs on them, which is really cute. But, like, why can't you save that for, like, a group date or something? Like, I don't know. I like a guy in a suit. I always say, and this is in my dating profiles, nothing like a guy in a suit who smells good, okay? That's my motto. So if he got out of that limo with a blazer and a t-shirt on when it's supposed to be, I mean, in my mind, they should be getting out of this limo in a tux, okay? Forget a suit, forget a t-shirt. Get out of that limo in a tux. So that was like, I'll show you guys Kenny. I was not impressed by that at all. So this is Kenny. He totally looks like the type of guy that would get out of a limo with a freaking t-shirt on. Like, okay. Anyway. But I did think the t-shirt was cute. And she, like, rubbed his chest like this, touching the dogs. I don't know. Yeah, he does. He looks just like someone. He looks like a tool. But I'm not going to judge. I mean, he could be a great guy. He's cute. He's a good-looking dude. I mean, I'm not going to say he's not cute. Anyway. So, Mike. Nice touch with the flats, I wrote. Mike. I don't remember who that is. I don't know what that means. I wasn't even drinking when I wrote these notes. How about that, huh? I don't know how to find him. Mike. Let me see. Which one's Mike? Okay, he is a digital media advert. I don't even remember this. He had flats. Nice touch with the flats. I have no idea what that means. Whatever. Okay, Tyler C. Okay, Tyler C. Tyler C is so cute. I'm pissed that he got voted off or whatever. He's so cute. I can't believe that Claire didn't pick him, first of all, which I don't agree with anything she's done this season so far. She kicks him off because he tells her, or no, he didn't even tell her, because he confronts another guy, not Claire. He confronts another guy and says, I heard this rumor about you, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the rumor was, he was DMing a bunch of chicks at once or something. So then Yosef, who Tyler C confronted Yosef. Yosef goes to Claire and says, he's starting drama. No, bro, you're starting drama. Come on. Why are you telling on some guy? He tried to be mature and confront you about it. He could have went right to Claire. And then she didn't even pick him. She picked Yosef. It's like, bro, are you even thinking? I don't understand. Sometimes, I swear, I don't usually end up liking The Bachelorette, and I usually very rarely agree with the decisions that she makes. And that was one of the things that I was like, I can't get on board with you right now. So he pulled up in a station wagon, and he made a comment about them having kids together, I think. And then I got to wondering, can Claire have kids? Because she's 39, and I'm sure she can, but wow, man, that would just, I don't know. I hope that I find somebody before I'm 29, or 39. Yeah, 29 would be nice too. Yeah, a guy in a station wagon, So, funny story about Tyler C. This is what I wanted to say. That's why I got so excited when I came to his name. Tyler C. knows my cousin, who was just in town over the weekend. I'm going to be uploading a vlog with her in it. So my cousins in West Virginia know Tyler. And I'm like, hook a girl up. Come on. She blew it. I'll take him. Like, I want him, you know? And so I'm like low-key serious about it. Like, I literally want my cousin to hook me up with him. But anyway, she was disappointed that he got voted off. And I told her, I was like, look, I know that she didn't think he should have talked about the drama at all. And I was like, probably not. But I don't think that it was really as bad as it could have been because he confronted Yosef, not Claire. So anyway, moving on from Tyler C. I really hope the Bachelor franchise brings him back for Bachelor in Paradise, or maybe he'll come back for Tayshia's season. Hello, thank you. I can't read your name. Ola Hazem. I'm sorry. I'm just reading it how it looks like it's spelled. But anyway, next up, out of the limo that I took notes on was Bennett. Pulls up in a Rolls Royce. Okay. Personally, everybody's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Tyler C drove in a station wagon, then Bennett rolls up in a Rolls Royce. I'm like, well, yeah, that's cool and everything, but I thought they were both cool. I thought they were equally awesome. I mean, obviously, Rolls Royce is much nicer or whatever, but Bennett rolls up in a Rolls Royce, which is funny because my brother's name is Bennett, and I could totally see him doing something like that. And all the guys looked like they wanted to kill him. They were pissed. You could just tell. Like, they didn't even need to say anything. I don't think I would have been pissed if I was one of the guys and somebody did that. I'd be like, I'm really impressed by you. I have a lot of respect. Let me show you guys Bennett. Because Bennett, how can he look like he would wear a t-shirt or whatever? Bennett looks like the type of guy who'd roll up in a Rolls Royce. So this is Bennett. It's kind of hard to tell. Sorry. So there's Bennett. Very nice smile, beautiful teeth. I love me some good teeth on a man. Okay, let's just go on. Chris. So he gets out of the limo. Yeah, he totally started a war with the Rolls Royce. I completely agree. We'll see what happens with Bennett. I think Bennett's going to make it kind of far, with or without Claire. So, let's see. Chris rolls up. I keep saying rolls up, sorry. Chris comes in and says, they never said it'd be easy. They just said it would be worth it. And then I was like, that's so cheesy. Then Claire says later on in the episode, somebody comes in your life for either a season, a reason, or a lifetime. And while both of those sayings are true, it's like, come on, can you not, like, you guys sound like baby boomers. Just stop. Just stop with the catchphrases. I'm over it. So Chris didn't impress me. But I don't usually go off of my first impressions. I usually end up changing my mind about the characters later on. So I'm glad you thought that was funny, Nicolette. Okay, so AJ, oh. So Sarah Bisbee did a video about rating the Bachelorette men, and she said AJ, I remember her saying, I hadn't watched anything before this video that she uploaded. And AJ was the first person she talked about. And she's like, I just thought he looks really, I don't know what she said. She wasn't impressed. I was like, okay, I'm going to give this guy a chance. And then I looked at some pictures of him. I'm like, I can see why she said that. And then watching him, I was like, that was an understatement from us. An underthought, whatever you want to call it. Like, he so far superseded what I thought he would be. I knew he was going to be kind of nerdy or whatever. He squeezed Claire's hand so hard that her rings made an indent. Hello, hi Tara, thank you for joining. We're talking about The Bachelorette, obviously. We're talking about AJ right now and how he squeezed Claire's hand so hard that he basically squeezed them right off. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. Okay, so then next out of the limo that I talked about was Garen, and apparently I thought he was really cute. So let's find a picture of Garen. Okay, the thing about these promo photos is they don't usually do the guy justice, or the girl. It must have been his personality and just the way, because I feel like he looked different than from this picture, and I think once again, all these guys have amazing smiles, wonderful, wonderful smiles. Whoever picked these men must have like been big into like teeth and like mouths, and because that obviously makes a big difference in a guy. So yeah, I thought he was really cute. Easy. Okay, next that I wrote about was Easy. Love Easy. We do love nice teeth. Easy. Where you at? 29, sports marketing manager. This guy is full of personality, full of life. I love Easy. I honestly, he would be, if I was a Bachelorette, he would make it into the top 3. Hello, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. He was hilarious. He says, I feel like what everyone's thinking. Just so great. Loved Easy. Can't wait to see more from him. Okay. The guy, whoever he is, that gets out of the straitjacket, do you have an account? Yes, I do. It's my Instagram is @ElizabethDavisXO. So the guy that gets out with the straitjacket, the man in the shining armor, the bubble boy, and then the guy with the mini whoopee cushion. Those are the 4 men that skedaddle, get out of here. I said, get back in that limo right now because you're not even going to get a rose. Don't go in there, be getting free alcohol. Get in there and get out. See ya. So that's what I would have done. I'm sure they're very nice, but it was very weird. Yeah, so this guy, if you didn't see it, literally he has a ring box, and he gets down on one knee, and he opens the ring box, and it's a miniature whoopee cushion, and when he opens it, it goes... Yeah, like, what? How disrespectful. Like, to me, that's disrespectful. Yeah, so... I'm glad you guys are enjoying this because I'm enjoying talking about it. So then Brandon, Brandon I think is the cutest one. Let me pull up a picture of him. I keep like, I don't know how to work my iPad. Okay, Brandon. Oh my gosh, I forgot how gorgeous he is. Beautiful. Like, I really hope to see more from him. If you see this, Brandon, and you don't make it, hit me up on Instagram @ElizabethDavisXO. I mean, sexy. Gorgeous. I think he's gorgeous. So, love me, Brandon. Love me some Brandon. I literally wrote Brandon, so cute, like huge in my notes. Okay, so then comes along Dale. Dale is the man of the hour. Dale is the man that is rumored to be with Claire. He gets out and she goes, "Hello, come on over." And I'm like, okay. That is so awkward. So when you say you know what happened with him, Nicolette, like, you know more beyond like the show, or that that they end up together? Because I mean, obviously, I think they end up together. I sort of want to know if they're still together, but then I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to know yet. So if you know that answer, I think I'm just not going to read any spoilers this time. So, because I want to be able to talk about this like with an honest opinion. So after Dale gets out of the limo, after Dale gets out of the limo, she says, and they talk for a second. He goes in the mansion or whatever. Oh boy, Nicolette, you got the tea. Nicolette's got the tea, guys. Oh, I want to know so bad. Oh, I want to know. No, but we're not finding out. We can't find out, girls. Except for Nicolette. Nicolette's got the tea. It's stressing me out because I want to know so bad. Anyway, so he goes inside, and Chris comes over, and he's like, or she said, "I feel like I just met my husband." Then Chris comes over, and he's like, "I can't believe you just said that. Like, no one in this franchise has ever said that after somebody literally gets out of the limo and goes in." She's like, "I'm 39. I know these things. I know. It's just a feeling." If I had a feeling for every time I thought I met my future husband, I would have been married and divorced about 16 times now. Sorry, I cracked myself up. I'm serious, I would have. Like, you can't go on feelings. She's 39. You should have known that by now, my girl. You should have known that. So, Chris looks like, the look on Chris's face, this is what I thought he was thinking. When he was like, "Oh my gosh, my paychecks, my millions are going to be coming in. This show, this season is not going to be full of drama, and I'm not going to get paid. God forbid, Chris." I'm like, I feel like when you meet your future husband, like, yeah, I think you can have that feeling. I'm not saying that you don't get a feeling, but you have to get that feeling and then see what happens. Like, you can't just like let me use an example. So this is my bunny, okay? I've had this thing since I was a child. And when I was a baby, I touched him and I felt it, and I was like, he's so soft and cuddly. And imagine I'd be like, if I don't like wait and see what he looks like if I don't open my eyes and actually look at it for what it is, I might think it's a rabbit. Then when I open my eyes and see, or wait, he is a rabbit. That's not what I meant. If I have my eyes shut and I think, I'm so stupid. This is the kind of stuff that gets edited out of my vlogs, okay? So I have my eyes shut and I'm thinking, oh, what a cute dog. I love dogs. And then I open it up and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a stuffed bunny. Like, this is the same thing with meeting your future husband. You can get that feeling and you can think it, but you have to see what happens. Like, you can't just, I don't know. Yeah, I have to edit out so much stuff with my videos. That's why I deleted my first live video that I did, because I don't know. But anyway, I think Chris was put off. I'm going to close this out here in a couple more minutes, but I think pretty much everything else I wrote. Oh, so the other thing that I wanted to say about Claire, I feel like everything she says is very rehearsed. I feel like she has lines that she writes down before she goes on set, and then when they hit, when they press that record button, I feel like she just like lets those lines out. She's got to memorize. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I really liked Jason. I liked that he reached out to her during quarantine when Claire's mom fell. I think it's really sad that Claire doesn't have her dad. He passed away, and then her mom has Alzheimer's. That's very sad. I imagine that probably plays into a big part of why she acts the way she does, But yeah, I thought that was so nice. I feel like I would have given him the first impression rose over Dale, but then there's rumors that him and Claire were talking before the show, so it's like, how many of these dudes was she actually talking to? I feel like this is a really unique season because it was supposed to air and be filmed earlier. Yeah, I was kind of annoyed that she gave the first impression Rose Nicolette to Dale. Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like this is just a weird season because it was supposed to air and be filmed sooner, and I feel like because it wasn't, it got put on hold. That's why all these guys were like DMing her, and you know, yeah, she's totally in love with Dale. I'm like, Dale's really good looking, beautiful dude. I mean, really, truly, I can understand it, but I'm like, ugh, that's like, if I was Dale, that'd be a red flag for me. Just saying, because I've had guys like be like, oh, I'm gonna marry you, like right out of the gate. Like I had one phone conversation with this guy one time, and it was literally an hour long, and he's like, I have such a good feeling about you. Deleted all of his dating apps because we met on a dating app. I'm like, that's great and everything, but like, I don't know, I just can't. Yeah, I don't know. What else? Okay, Yosef is a flirt. I wrote that. If he's a single guy, oh, why? I thought it was interesting. When the only thing I will say about Tyler C confronting Yosef, he's a single guy. I don't understand why he can't DM other girls, but I guess if you have that commitment and you know you're going to be going on the show, like maybe you shouldn't do that, because that is going to be bad for it's going to be a bad look for you if you get caught. Yeah, Yosef threw Tyler C under the bus. Tyler C really screwed himself. I think he was trying to do a noble thing. I think he thought it was a noble thing. In the real world, yes, that would be a noble thing to do, but this is The Bachelorette, and everybody knows that the hero always goes home. So, just saying. Oh, wait, maybe it was Blake. Was it Blake that messaged Claire or Jason? What did I write down? Oh, sorry, it was Blake that messaged Claire. Jason, I just put that I liked him, but I don't know why I like him. I forget. I should have wrote why. I think because the first impression Rose came out right after that, and okay, yeah, I also wrote that someone could do an SNL sketch on Claire. Yeah. Oh, another last thing I'll say, I also wrote, this is the last thing I wrote, last thing I'll say, Kenny with a t-shirt looks like Ryan Seacrest. I think he looks like Ryan Seacrest, I really do. But that's it. I think I'm going to wrap this up. I only wanted to keep it at about 20 minutes, and we're almost at a half hour. So thank you so much, Nicolette, for watching, Tara, everybody else. I really appreciate it. It was really fun to discuss The Bachelorette with you guys, and I will be uploading a video tomorrow at 5:30. It's 5:30 on Mondays. 5:30 on Mondays. Stay tuned for that. Definitely check your subscription notifications because tomorrow's an upload, and I'm really excited. I'm going to be sharing a vlog on some hiking trips that I went on. One hiking trip that I went on, there's going to be a little Popeyes mukbang, and just like everyday life stuff. So I'm really excited. I haven't uploaded a vlog in a few weeks, so see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week for the second episode of the Rose Reviews. Bye!